or can't see my screen or hear me. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started today. And today's class is all about using AI for social media. So we're going to primarily use KW's new AI tool, KWIQ, to do this. And first and foremost, if you don't know me, I'm Jules, and I'm the Market Center Tech Trainer here at KWB. If you ever want to book a one-on-one with us to go over anything I go over today, coming to kwbresources.com and clicking I need tech help in the top right corner will bring you right to our calendar so you can book with us anytime you'd like. But as mentioned in team meeting, we just started some open tech hours from 12 to 12:30 Tuesday through Friday, because we're tending to book out now in advance. So we just want to make sure we're available for anyone who needs like help right now with tech, because we know tech can be super urgent sometimes. Hey. So for today, we're going to be in command. And I do want to start off with talking about some social media strategies. I know for those of you who had Ignite, you just had some social media strategy talk. But with social media strategies and posting schedules, I'm going to focus primarily on Facebook, because based off what platform you're using kind of has different strategies. Because Facebook, for example, has a business page on top of your profile versus Instagram is just a business account that doesn't have an extra page on top of it. So those strategies differ per platform that you're using. Facebook, having that business page for Facebook actually allows you a lot of flexibility with your posting in regards to being able to post all about your business without the fear of saturating or annoying your friends on Facebook. Because on Instagram, all your friends see every single post that you have. And I know on Instagram too, there's a little bit more of an aesthetic strategy there with your page. Facebook, though, has a little different strategy in the sense that you can post all about your real estate business on your business page and then pick and choose which items you want to share to your personal page. Now, typically, the rule of thumb is with your personal Facebook page. If you're posting 3 times, 2 of them should be personal and only 1 should be business. So 3 times a week, if you're posting on your personal, 2 should be personal posts and only 1 should be about your business. Now, that doesn't mean, though, on your business page that rule still applies. You can post, again, all about your business and just choose 1 post a week from that scheduling example to share over to your personal page. And now those 2 personal posts don't have to be like not real estate related at all. Like maybe it's you, a selfie at an open house kind of deal. Just less so of like a real estate tip, an educational, like nothing to do with your face kind of deal with that 1 business post. So that being said, we're going to use commands tools to first set up a schedule. Then we're going to create those posts in command. And we'll also schedule those out in command. And we're going to see how much we can get through. My goal is to get a whole month of posting done today. But I have some hard time cutoffs so that we get through everything today. So we'll see how far we make it. So let's go ahead and get signed into command, which is at agent.kw.com with our KW credentials. Yeah, here, I got this. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's better. Yes. All right. Now in command, to access the new AI tool, that is going to be in the bottom right corner, that sparkly icon. And we do have to, if you're using it for the first time, this pop-up will appear, and we do have to accept the terms and conditions for that. Oh, well, that's good. Hold on. Is that what it says to you too? Wow. Incognito. All right, yeah, let's try incognito. I thought. Well, I am an incognito. Shoot. What a good timing for this to be working. Well, I have a work. This is the case. Let me try just one more browser type and then I'll see. Okay. All right. Well, I have a workaround though. So it looks like this is down right now, which is a bummer because I just tested this morning for class today and it wasn't down. Yeah, I think like there's a glitch going on. Like it must be down because honestly, this pop-up is new to me and I was using it all morning and all last night to practice for class. So it looks like they're doing some updates on this, which is why it might be down. Um, in general, this is where you would find the KWIQ, which I really like this because it is made by agents for the purpose of agents using it. So already the mind frame or like the framework of the AI is already thinking in real estate terms and pulls KW related stuff like the one thing and stuff like that ChatGPT, for example, doesn't pull from. So that's why I really like this new tool, but we are going to use ChatGPT today because we can't use this tool. So in a new tab, I'm going to Google ChatGPT. And who in here has used ChatGPT? Yes. Wow. Well, yeah, well, I love ChatGPT. I think you're going to love it too because it's just so cool. So the one we're looking for is probably the top one on your screen is the openai.com. And you can like click on it to use. And now you can sign up for ChatGPT. And that way it would just save all the things that you write to ChatGPT. It saves all that for you. Or you can use it for free by clicking try ChatGPT. And you can use it for free. It's just not going to like save all the things you ask it. So what I'm going to start with when I'm talking to ChatGPT is I'm going to ask it to for the framework I want it to speak in. So I'm going to start with act as a real estate professional. And then I'm going to ask it my question. And the first thing I want is a social media schedule. So I'm going to say, and make a consistent social media calendar for 1 month with a Monday, Wednesday, Friday posting schedule. And press enter. And what's cool, it will write out your entire social media schedule for you. So instead of figuring out what should I post on this day, why don't you just use ideas from ChatGPT to help build that out and build your social media out. Now, of course, you can pick and choose which speak best for your business or what you would actually like to post about. I would recommend, especially if you're using the free version, to copy and paste this stuff onto a Word doc. So whether you have like Microsoft Word on your computer, or you could always go into Google Drive and sign in like with your KW email. Let's see if I remember my password. Yeah, right. That's some good luck. So we could also go into our Google Drive and do new in like Google Doc in case you don't have like Microsoft Word on your computer. And then I would recommend just like copying all of this and pasting it into a Word doc just so we have it all. Especially if you're using, again, the free version, it won't save it if we come back here. It wants me to keyboard shortcut. All right, so now we can start building our content. So I would first recommend making a kind of a schedule for you so that you have something to go off of when you're creating your content. And next we can build out our content in Command. So starting with that first one, educational content. I'm going to walk through the design section now. So jumping back in Command, if you go to that paintbrush icon on the left-hand side, that's going to bring us to designs. Now, when you come to designs, is there any previous designs you've worked on? So it's going to look different than my screen. But we can go up to create design in the top right corner and social, and then next to bring us to our social templates. Now, there's tons of cool things in here. Last class, we talked about this auto create feature, which is pretty new. That allows you to create like listing social media posts and flyers very easily. Just a cool section there to point out. But for the most part today, we're going to be under lead generation, that category on the left-hand side. And we're going to kind of go through, make our way through some of these sections here. So one section I like is this home value section. And anytime we click on a category on the left-hand side, we can then narrow that down on the top by which content we're looking for. So for social media, we're looking for social-square. And if we click on that, that's going to narrow down those that content that's for social media specifically. So with my social media schedule, and now I bet when you created yours, did it look different than mine? Like, did it give you different days, or did it give you the same exact days if anyone tried it? It's different. Interesting. I kind of like it for the purpose of class. I don't like it because it's harder to follow along that way. But I like that it's different because then not everyone's getting the same, content when you ask ChatGPT for that. So I'm going to kind of just like go through the ones that I saw when I was practicing last night commonly, and then the ones I see here on my page. And the steps stay the same, depending on what yours say. So hopefully this is still helpful, but it might not just like align perfectly with your schedule. So the first one for me was the educational one. So where I am again, I'm under lead generation, home value, and social square. This first one looks great for 5 money-saving home improvement projects. Perfect. What a great way to educate people and look like you're a home expert. So I can click on that. Now, with any designs that we're using in Command, we're always going to have this DBA name logo as like a placeholder. Now, for our Market Center compliance, we only need the logo for listing posts. So if you're posting a listing, you have to have our logo on it for compliance. For like real estate related tips, unless you have your own logo that you're putting on there, you do not need to put our Valentine logo on these posts for compliance purposes. So we could click on that logo and just click backspace to delete it. Now we can change the color of this if we would like. So let's say our branding color is actually blue. We could click on the background, for example. And when we click on something, we're going to get more options up at the top toolbar, depending on what we're clicking on. So the background color, if we want that to be blue, we can make it blue. Same kind of thing, if we click on like a text box, we're going to get more options up at the top again, so we can change that color. Like the text color option, for example, we can change that to white. A tip that I think works on here, let's see. Yeah, a tip that I use with working with designs, if you click out of the of the design, click and drag, you can grab multiple things at once. So let me do that again, like click outside of it and then like drag over the items that you're looking to change. So you can grab things in bulk and change things in bulk. Do you feel comfortable with those steps? Like, does that make sense? Because I use that a lot, like clicking out. Yeah, I was trying to change the color of them. So instead of like clicking on each element and like changing them, if you just click outside and like drag over, you can grab them all at the same time and change them in bulk. Oh, and then like once you're hovered over, it's like in the top left, they only have like one little option here. And you can change whichever color, like whichever you want. Does that work for you? Here, I can come help. Oh, and then it's this one. There's two of them. There's like a, and if we do this one, and then it made it like all white.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way we didn't have to like click on each one to do that. And same kind of thing, like I could just go like top down, I think. We'll see. Oh no, I can only do that by stroke color. So I think like words versus elements, you have to like do it differently. I want this. Let's see. How do I get this? Hmm. Oh, I want the green thing behind it. Okay, that's why. Okay, I had to move it to get it, but I got it. And then yeah, I had to, or you could also like do layer order in the top right and like move it back for a second and then move it back forward. So it's a little clicking around here. And then also, if we wanted to put our face on this. So if we go to images, I mean, this would be if we had our headshot in our marketing profile. I'll show you how to add it. If not, no worries. But if we go to images and we go to my assets, that should pull your headshot from command. If not, you're able to add like under my assets still, images, my assets. You're able to add your headshot here as well in case, like from your computer in case that's not there. But if it is there, we can click to add it. And then we can, once we added it, we can click to remove the background. Yeah, so that we can like kind of just put ourselves. So we're gonna first add the photo, if you have your photo in there, yep. And then once you've added it to your design, the remove image background like near the top, like white toolbar. And then we can use the like dots in the corners. So the corner dots to make us smaller. Oh, oh no.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I became the whole thing. Something's very wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Let's maybe undo. Okay. I don't know. Maybe did you click that maybe? I don't know what even that does. So
I think that's
okay.
what that does.
Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. I had no idea. So it looks like this button, like when we hover over this button,
Yeah.
will replace the entire background, it looks like. Yeah. Oh yeah, look, use as background. Yep.
And then all of it's a little
So in case that's helpful. Oh, this one is under lead generation. We have to scroll down just a bit. Oh, it's above business basics. Hold on. Right. Oh, there it is. And then home value. I actually haven't like dived, and then I like did social square, just to see the social media. I've not looked in this section before, and I really liked it. I thought it had good content. All right, so once we're done now editing it, we can now download it. Oh, before we download it though, I would recommend in the top right, this is where we can name it. So that way, when we save it on our computer, we know what this is. So I'm just going to name it the title, like 5 money saving projects. Okay. Now, I would always recommend downloading a file just so we have a copy on our computer as a extra copy. So we can click that download icon, and we're going to do it as a JPEG, which is perfect for social media. So just that download icon and then click download again. And we're just saving it on our computer. All right. So once we're done creating that, let's click done. And you'll see that your design now, anytime you come back to your design section, you can always come in and make changes to that design here. But we're going to keep cranking out some content options. So we're going to go back to create design. We're going to do social, and we're going to do next. When I'm doing my social media, I always time block it like this, where I like create all the content first, and then I go schedule them out together. I find that to be most efficient. And now I'm going to look at my Google Doc of what ChatGPT recommended for my schedule. So this one is saying doing a listing spotlight, which is a great one to do. Now, I will say, though, with listing spotlights or something like that, you do have to, one, for compliance, it has to be someone's listing in our market center. And typically, it's recommended to like ask their permission in case you don't have your own listing. Like if you wanted to just like showcase one, you do need to ask permission for that. But this is a great opportunity for me to show the cool auto create feature that is in Command now. So we're going to use that auto create at the top, and I'm just going to do for sale. Now you do need to have like a listing in mind for what you would want to do this for. So if you do that research first in the MLS to see which one is from our market center that you want to showcase, you do need to do that first. But then when we click on for sale, we can click on, again, social square to narrow that down. And then when we hover over this option, we're going to hover over and click auto. So not use, but auto. And this is where we can put in that listing. Does anyone have an example listing I can use for this? Don't you have one? Can I use yours? Was it way? You know which one it is? It? Oh, wait, 224. Sorry. Okay, so then once you find it, we're going to click select on our listing. And then click continue. Then it pulls all the information right from the MLS. So there's nothing we change here, except we do need to pick a photo from the MLS. So we can click on that. And now you can click the front of it, or maybe it has something cool to showcase you want to pick instead. Oh, here, go press done. And I'm hoping, okay. Sorry, wait, go back to create design and then social and then next. And then for the option you want to use that you're using that one. Click,
It doesn't, what should I pick?
it doesn't matter. It's just, they're all the same, just like design wise. We're going to want to make sure that we hover over and then click auto. Because if you don't, yeah, you have to like manually do it. But this makes your life easier by just like putting in all the info. So again, on this screen, after you look over the property information, make sure it looks right. Make sure you select a property image to move us forward. So we can click generate design now. And boom, it created that for us with all the property information and everything, right? Ready to use. All we had to do was put in the address. So a couple things that we do still need to change here. Again, all the logo, all designs in here will have this logo. And because it's a listing post, we do need our logo. So to get that in there, if we click on that logo first, that should bring you right to the logo section. And we can click over to My Assets. And instead of clicking that plus icon to add it to our design, if you click the one next to it, the replace icon, it will just put it right in that spot without having to resize. And also I see with these auto creates that it typically doesn't add a $ to like the prices. So if we double click within that text box, we're going to be able to change what's in there. So we can add in that $ and a comma if we want. If you wanted to put your face on this again, you totally could. And to go through those steps again, just so we feel good about it. In Images, My Assets. Add your photo. Don't add it as a background. That's funny. And then remove that background on the top. We can put us right here. It's right up top. It says remove image background. Yeah, I really like that because I mean, typically your face performs the best. Like your friends like to see your face. So though, like putting your face on it can actually go a long way with like tips and stuff, especially if you have like different poses of you and different like poses. I like that a lot for social media. Why am I so blurry? I don't know. Okay. Okay, and also I do want to show you too, because I like this part about commands designs, is let's say we just like don't like this photo the best, like we want to pick a different one, for example. If we come down to the KWLS section on the left-hand side, it should already pull in our listing details. So I'm on that KWLS, so I have all the photos here and the listing details. So if I needed to check on anything in regards to the details, this is all pulling from the MLS. So I can see, okay, what school district? Yes. So you have option, like you have both that you can easily grab. But you can like, if you wanted to change this photo, again, I would always recommend like clicking on the element you're looking to change. So be sure that when you're clicking on the image, it's not getting that border. You might have to like click on the outside, make sure it's the image. And then when that way, when you hover over the images on the left-hand side, this replace icon will appear. So again, you can just like quickly switch that out and not have to resize. All right, once we have that created, again, we're gonna click, well, I'm blurry, but where's that? We're gonna click, oh, we're gonna give it a name first. Let's do listing spotlight. We're gonna download it just to have a copy saved on our computer as well. And a JPEG, again, is best for social media. And then we can click done. All right, I was really ambitious with my goal of doing a whole month, but I think we're gonna get a whole week done. So let's see what the third one is here. Okay, community highlight. I actually want to show a market update design in commands design, so I'm going to jump to that one because it's kind of cool. So again, designs, I feel like you're going to be pros at these steps by the end. So we're in designs. We're going to do create design. We're going to do social. We'll do next. I do recommend, I found a lot of really good designs under this lead generation category, like client testimonials, great designs there. I was surprised by how great the designs and home value were that we kind of already took a look at, but they were more just, I don't know, kind of more evergreen than I thought they were going to be. There's even some inspiration. So if you want to post like a quote, there are just some great evergreen content that you can go ahead and schedule out for the month and be done with it. But let's do, I actually want to do one that's under listings. So we're jumping to a new category. So listings, and we're going to do neighborhood snaps. And then again, let's click on social square at the top so we can narrow those down to our social media options. Yep, listings and neighborhood snaps. So with these designs, again, just pick the one that you like the design on, because we can edit everything on it. So I'm going to click on that first one and click use. So let's just start with the logo to get out of the way. Let's change it with ours. If you need those steps, I can go slower, but I went fast. All right, then we're gonna do this for a specific neighbor. So let's do like an example that we're farming a neighborhood and we want to post out the stats for that neighborhood. So for one, like the verbiage over on the right-hand side, it's saying, hey, and then the neighborhood name. So whichever neighborhood that we're looking to target here, let's go ahead and put that in there. Then creating the graphic on the left-hand side is actually really easy. We're going to utilize the KWLS section again. But instead of listings, so again, we can find all listing details right here under KWLS, and that's what it defaults to. But we can also click over to snapshots. And now we can search by either neighborhood name or postal code. Let's do Hunter Oaks. And once we find our neighborhood, we're going to like click on that neighborhood name, make sure it's the one in North Carolina. And once we click on that name, it's going to create this graphic for us. So there's a few different sizes it comes in. I'm looking for the one so I can like replace it. So I would recommend clicking on that graphic first. No, good, great. Snapshots under KWLS. And then clicking over to snapshots on the top. Yes. Did you find it? Awesome. Any other questions or anything I can repeat literally anything I've said. So yeah, if you click on that graphic first, it's going to make your life a little easier because we can then just replace it with that icon. And it looks a little blurry. Oh, there we go. Shoot. Hit me. No problem at all. In designs, under the listings category, listings and the neighborhood snapshots. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Oh, for this, yeah, under snapshots, you can do it either by neighborhood name or postal code. Now, I will say, like, some of the neighborhoods, depending on how new they are, or like sometimes the stats don't always pull in all the way. So you might need to do some editing. Sometimes I see like NA for a couple stats. So you might just need to do some editing or just pick another neighborhood or a new zip code. But yeah, from here, we're good to go. Let's give it a title so we know what it is. Then we can download with that download icon. And again, do it as a JPEG. And then click done. All right, we have 3 posts ready to go now that we can now go schedule out right from command. Now, just a heads up, command, you can only schedule out to your business pages. So you do need to have a Facebook business page. And or if you're wanting to post on Instagram too, it does need to be a business Instagram account. How we can connect those up will be under settings. The main thing we need to have connected up is Facebook post scheduling. And that will, if you have Facebook post scheduling, that will allow you to post on Facebook business page and Instagram. But again, they do need to be business accounts for that to work. So typically how these sections work together. And as we're learning this menu bar, we can click that KW in the top left. That will expand that out. We create in designs, and then we go send that out in campaigns. So create in designs, send out in campaigns. So let's go click on campaigns so that we can go schedule this out. When we come to campaigns, it brings us to this overarching like campaigns dashboard. But we could click over to social post on the top white toolbar to bring us to our quote unquote social post dashboard. So as we start to schedule things in Command, we're going to be able to see what we have going on here. So it's showing us a week view right now. We could click over and show a month view so we could see, you know, really as we start scheduling things out, we could see all our calendar booked up. So with the social media to schedule that out, there's a couple ways you can go about it. Either we could do create campaign in the top right and do social post. Or if we're looking at a calendar, we can pick the day we are wanting to post on. And it's going to bring us to the exact same spot. The only difference is it's going to actually change that schedule date to the day we clicked on. And I'll do the other example next time so you can see the difference. So we're just going to go right down this list. So starting with social posts, by default, just a heads up, it only selects your Facebook page. So if you do connect your Instagram page, you do need to select this drop down and just select your Instagram account if you want to schedule it on both. Next, we're going to do the content part. So I'm going to start with the media. That little icon, like that picture icon, will allow you to add media. So when we click on that, we can click to browse our designs. And so those designs that we just created in Command, we can pull right in. And then click crop image. And luckily ours is already in a square because we selected that earlier. So we can just click crop image and it's already perfect. I wonder if I can. Now for the caption, I'm going to use ChatGPT because I am really bad at captions. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT in another tab. Make sure we keep this tab open. And I'm going to say, act as a real estate professional. I always do that. And write a social media, I'm going to say a short social media caption because sometimes ChatGPT can ramble. For, what is my post again? Let's see. 5 money saving home improvement. 5 money saving home improvement. Okay. And now it's going to write a caption for us. It's giving us 5 ideas, but I'm not going to probably use them. With emojis, it includes hashtags. So I can even talk back to ChatGPT. So I could say, rewrite this without the 5 examples or whatever. And then it rewrote it without those. So I could just, now at this point, it has emojis, it has hashtags for me. I can just copy this by either doing that or that little icon will allow you to copy. And then we'll jump back into Command and we'll just paste that in. And it sounds great, right? Yeah, I'm always happier with ChatGPT's captions than mine. You're right. I love ChatGPT. It saves my life. So at this point, so there is a compliance section. And so in case you didn't add a logo, like for a listing post, for example, we could add that here to save us. But then our last thing is to schedule this post out. So we're going to pick a specific day and a specific time even. And it even gives you a little recommendation here. The best days to post are Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Now, I will say that a recommendation depends on your audience. So we always recommend to kind of test things out, test different times, see what your engagement's like. And then once you see something's working, just keep repeating it. So we give that the day and time, and then we're going to click schedule post in the top right to schedule this out. All right, 1 post down, 2 more to go. So next, let's do Friday's post. So again, we could either look at a month view and click on the day we want to post on, or I'm going to do it as create campaign in the top right, social post. And you'll see it brings us to the same spot, except we just need to, at the last step, select that day. So let's do it for our next content. We're going to do add media, browse designs. Let's do that listing spotlight this time. See, sometimes I do get this error if I do this too quickly. That's why I always like to download a file to our computer too. So in case we are doing it so quickly, we can alternatively click browse files and just grab it from our downloads instead. And it works fine. It's just sometimes a timing thing. Yeah, I always download just in case. For our text, let's go back to ChatGPT. And I'm just going to say, act as a real estate professional again. And write a short social media caption for a listing spotlight in Indian Land, South Carolina. Okay. We're going to copy with that little icon. We're going to jump back into our post scheduling, paste that in. Just a heads up, you can add emojis here with that little smiley face icon, even like in case you don't use ChatGPT, you can always add those in. Ours has a logo on it, so we don't need to re-add the logo. So we're good there for compliance. So now we can schedule this post out and click the day and the time we want that to post out on. And then click schedule. All right, 2 posts down, 1 more to go. Yay! Well, I'm so glad.
I'll go home and be like,
if you do it 100 times, I swear it will. Yes, I know it. I know. I go like super fast too.
I don't have to write applications, so I'm just trying to figure it out in my head, the things that you're saying, and make sure that I understand, like, oh, look, you can drag your picture on there without it becoming the background.
Right.
So I'm trying to
Yeah, more so with these classes, more so like know the tool, like what is out there for you, and like just book an appointment with us and we could sit down and do these posts together in our appointment. Yeah, we could like sit down and do a whole week. I've done that with an agent before where we do like a whole, it was like 2, maybe 3 weeks of social media that we just sat down and did. So like more so just know what tools are available. So when you come in, you know, like what content you maybe want to post or something like that.
get a good post. So I don't have anything or anywhere to post because I'm not a social media girl.
Right.
So in my head, I'm like, well, could I do something like this somewhere else?
Yeah, even in an email, like we were talking about emails, we could put that in an email to send out to people.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm following along.
Well, oh no, it sounds great. Yeah. And again, yeah, we could always meet anytime when you do set that up and we could then go over it again. It's, yeah, nothing you have to remember like all the steps. I know it's a lot. So yeah, for our last one, let's do that for next Monday. So we keep our Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule going. I'm going to look at my calendar and click on that day this time. And do our last content. So add media. Let's see if browse designs works. And if not, we'll have that workaround in our back pocket. Oh, worked this time. Image. And oh, I could go to ChatGPT and ask it to write me a caption. And write a sort of media caption for a neighborhood stat post about Hunter Oaks I don't know. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, well, I like it. But of course, yeah, you could always like, let's say you don't like it, you could always write back and say, rewrite this at with a more friendly tone or more casual or more professional. Or even you could write back and say, give me 3 more options for this, and it will give you more options to use. So definitely recommend playing around with ChatGPT because it's so cool. If you can't tell, I'm just obsessed with it. Should be a sponsor or something. Yeah, it really is. And then we're gonna give that a time. Let's do 10:30. Oh, no, let's do noon. And then we can schedule that out. Any questions on any of those steps I went through? So like any questions on the design part or the schedule part? I can go over anything again, show anything again. All good? Yeah, good. Cool. Awesome. Love it. Yeah, Canva has a great amount of options. Like if you use Canva, I mean, I use Canva a lot. The only like thing I don't like about Canva has really pretty options. They just don't have the KWLS section. That's like my favorite part about Commands designs is the sync with the MLS, which makes like listings and neighborhoods stuff a lot easier. But yeah, I recommend taking a look at Canva options as well. If you go to Canva and just put in real estate or real estate tips, you will get so many options and like really pretty aesthetically pretty options. And then you can still like download it on Canva and you can still use command scheduling tool to schedule those out in advance so that you can kind of time block that. And also we saw like in the scheduling part of the social post that you're able to add those compliance things there too. So you don't have to worry about the compliance part in Canva because we can add those in as long as we're scheduling out through command. So with the time that's left today for social media, I've shown this before in classes, so you may have seen it before. But I do want to just point out these quick post options that are available for you to use. So where I am, I'm under campaigns, and you'll find them on this main dashboard here, but you're also going to find them in the social post dashboard. So command does release like content for you guys to be using. You could click shuffle here and it's going to change what options. I will be honest, there's not that many. I think there's like 5 and they like update them every quarter, I would say. Oh, so I'm in the campaigns, which is that megaphone. And then it's on the main dashboard when you go to this. It's called quick post here. Oh, no worries.
You're a thin girl, that's why.
Yeah. Just a quick. And yeah, it's those quick posts like on this main screen. You're gonna find the same exact quick posts like under social posts, like on the top. And using these quick posts, we can click on that share icon in the bottom right. So one, we could shuffle these options. Again, there's only like 5. But you can change them out. But clicking that share icon in the bottom right will bring us back to our social post builder that we were doing, except this time it has a full caption. It has a picture for us ready to use. We could, of course, edit this further if we want it to sound like us, but we could then go schedule that out. Also, under quick posts, always there are these neighborhood videos. These neighborhood videos rock. They're so easy to create. All we have to do is click the share icon to the bottom right corner of this neighborhood video. And where we are, Jeanette, we're under like campaigns. And under quick posts, it's this neighborhood video right here. You can also find it on under this social post dashboard. But if we click that share icon next to create neighborhood video, it's just going to prompt for a neighborhood name. So if it's one you live in, maybe one you're farming, whatever that is. We just search for that and then click on the neighborhood name and then click next. It's pulling all this information for you from the Nextdoor app. So nothing we really need to change here. Your branding information is pulling from the marketing profile. So maybe just eye over, make sure that looks good. Market center information should be good too. So really all we have to do is click next. Then it takes like 10 seconds. It creates the cutest 1-minute video. The stats do, not the like
The
look.
actual same video, that's changed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it short.
It's amazing.
Me too.
It's amazing. No way.
I love when people get as excited as I do.
So I was dying yesterday, like,
Yeah.
I was like, what is it?
So cute. Yeah, it sure does. Yep, all branded to you at the end.
Okay, I definitely want to know. I mean, I saw it right now, but.
Yes, and I could go through those steps again. It's yeah, but then at this point, once that's created, we click save and post. And you'll see it brings us right back to that social post build out where we can give it a caption. Oh yeah, like schedule wise.
Schedule it as today.
Exactly. Yeah, this is way less schedulable than the rest of the post. Yeah. Yeah, talk about a great easy post to be an expert in a specific area. And yeah, we can then go schedule, or yes, just like, yeah, this one I would recommend, yeah, publishing immediately instead of scheduling. I'll save that as a draft for now. Now, one more thing I like to show too, as a social media post that I do often, is one that drives traffic back to your website. So your websites are super cool. Their search functions are better than Zillow's because it syncs faster with the MLS than Zillow does. So with your URL, I'm just going to, in a new tab, open up my website URL, or open up my website, I mean. No worries. If you don't know your website URL, in Command, if you go to the consumer section, which is the last icon on the left-hand side, your URL will be like in the middle of the page. Yeah, it's right underneath it. And like it only shows your subdomain. So it's just that, like if you copy and paste that and then .kw.com in a new tab. And this is like what your website kind of looks like. And for this example, I'm going to show how to do like a search on your website to drive traffic there. So let's say we wanted to do a post, inviting everyone, all your friends to like open houses in Charlotte this weekend. So to do this, thanks for coming. Have a good day. So to do this, the first step is we're going to open our website and we're going to perform the search. So in the search bar, let's do Charlotte, North Carolina for this example. And like click on that from the drop down. Instead of like just clicking enter, just click on it from the drop down. It will give better results that way. Okay, so now it's pulling, well, it's about to pull all the listings of Charlotte. So next we can do this by filters. So under filters, we're going to have a bunch of different things that we can filter by. And you may need to click accept at the bottom if yours is doing this too. But if we scroll down to the very bottom of our filters, we have a couple toggles here and one being open houses. So if we turn that on and click show, thanks for coming. And click show results. Now this URL is pulling all the Charlotte open houses going on. And it's a live link, meaning anytime someone clicks on it, they're going to get the newest up-to-date list on the open houses in Charlotte. So we could take this, and I'm actually just going to go straight to Facebook for this example. And again, this is less usable on Instagram because you can't have links on Instagram. So this one's better for Facebook and LinkedIn. First I would switch to my business page so I could post this on my business page instead. And now I'm going to do this just as a post. So I'm going to say, need weekend plans. Oops. Here's a full list of all the open houses going on in Charlotte. Let me do Charlotte NC this weekend. And then I would paste that link in so they could actually click to get the full list from your website because it drives traffic right back there. Now, when you post a link, it's going to give it a thumbnail. I like to remove it so it's just like the link. We could at this point also just like there was like just like a little link, it's like a box, and I think it would just like display as like a big KW, like as a almost like a picture. Yeah, correct. So they could still click on this link and it's hyperlinked. So this would be posting it with like out a picture. If we wanted to, I know this is a little more complex, but like we could go get a stock image. Yeah, and just like a pretty house and just post it. That you could add under like add images and like just to do like the full steps. Like I use Pexels for stock images. And do a luxury. And Pexels.com with an S at the end is great because they're all stock, so you don't have to worry about any copyright rules. And then let's pick one that looks like Charlotte, maybe an inside. So we could like click to download any of them. And then we come back to Facebook and then do photo here. So that, you know, this would be the full post. It'd be like, need weekend plans. Here's the link. Yeah. And it's so great. It's so valuable. They are really given and showing the value of your website. And so you can really get creative with this too. Like we did open houses. Just a heads up, like another filter is price reduction in the past 7 days. So that could be another post next week. And maybe we do, you can also search by school district on your site. So maybe we do Weddington School District. Weddington School. Weddington School. Well, oh, here. Weddington Elementary School District. And we do homes under $1 million. Here's all the homes under $1 million. Or here's all the homes, it's summertime. Here's all the homes in Weddington with a pool in the backyard or in Charlotte. You know, you can really get creative with your searches, but the steps stay the same. We always perform the step or perform the search on our website. And then once we performed it, we just take that link and we go post it on Facebook. Any questions on that? It's all. Oh, well, good. I like those words of yeah, amazing. But yes, again, book with us. We'll just sit down, do it together. Yay. I know we are. Yeah, we book out. It's kind of crazy. Not used to it. But yeah, now we have those open tech hours too. So if you're, that starts tomorrow. We're just gonna, we were gonna do it today, but there was lots going on out there. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be there at noon. So if you want to come and do a business Facebook page together, we can help set that up. Everything. We're here.
I know. The terror in my face as you said that. She's like, I'm like, I'm talking. She hosted the Ignite class.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, so we're gonna create and link and do this other stuff. And I swear, I like my heart, my stomach, my heart. I started sweating. I was like, I don't know if I'm not just.
It's really, so much.
She's like, okay.
I so relate though, because I'm not good at social media. I'm a marketer and I'm not good at social media. Like in the sense like my personal side, like I don't like social media and I try not to be on it for like my mental health, but like yeah, but then like starting a career, like luckily I have Leah, so she's really good at social media. So and a lot of agents follow her, so it's less important that I do it, but like does matter for your business, you know?
I don't know, I'm so private, I really struggle.
Yeah, I just so feel you because I'm private on everything. Like it's so hard to
Already know about me, then you don't need to.
right. Yeah,
I need to show you mine, like,
right. That's why though Facebook might be the first like a good first start because of that business page. It might uh, let you separate the two more. Like I think you can keep your personal private and just have a business page. I might have to check on that.
yeah.
But like that way,
Be private, but
I think so.
it's an oxymoron.
Right, but
Like you wanna be private, but you're trying to be on social.
yeah, like yeah.
Just don't go together.
I know.
Be private, personal, and
Maybe
just have business, just have a business.
maybe so because like I'm thinking, for example, like Jeff Bezos out there. There's no way he allows his personal page to be public, or else he'd get
Even has one, because you know, all those guys in Silicon Valley, they don't let their kids go to school.
right.
with
Yeah,
all this stuff.
yeah. They don't.
don't
They
penny
hate
to
the
pay for it, They
technology,
don't do technology
Yeah.
like schools that they send their kids to,
which is great to hear.
because they know.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
So
you're so
I'm
right.
like, so now here I am, I'm like, yeah, it's not that
Out
all
there.
there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's sort of like, well, everyone's like, well, Lisa, you're this and you're this and you're this and you're, and I'm like, yeah, I am all of those things. But again, I only want to share with who I want to share with.
Right,
And they're
right.
like, well, how are you going to get business? I'm like, because I don't know.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah.
know.
Let's build on that. And I think the business page is gonna be the best like
Yeah.
avenue for you because I'm thinking we can do it where yours stay private, but just your page is public so that you can make your business public, but not your life.
Yeah.
So I think that will be the best
But I
course
know
of action.
I do know it's a little contraindicated because people want to see that you're a real person.
That you're real.
And like
Yes,
my
that's
real
what it does.
person
Yeah.
is great.
Right.
You
Yes.
know,
So
but I don't really want to put my real person out there.
right.
You know what I mean? So
In video, I know video sounds scary, but video might be your best friend because we can get that connection just on a video.
so many issues.
You don't have that many. We can
mean,
solve them out.
Like you'd think I was, you know, like witness protection. I must have been in a past life or something. I don't know, but like I'm so like.
We can help get you out there to the most of your ability.
No, I mean, you wanted a
Yeah.
crazy thing. I'm not on social media. My sisters are not on social media. My best friend in New York doesn't do social media. Like there's a little small enclave of people, like it goes
Yeah.
against my core being to participate in social media.
Yeah.
I know I'm a dinosaur and I'm trying to come to terms.
I mean, really?
This
No,
is
it's
like-
just like, but it's
I mean, even
like,
the
I don't-
ChatGPT thing, like,
ChatGPT is
like,
great.
I'm like, I mean, it's great, but I'm like,
It's
that's
scary.
great, but can I use the computers here?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to use mine.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
AI is
this is
scary.
terrible.
Yeah, that's scary. And this is so good that it makes it even scarier. It's like when I always use it and I'm like so impressed. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is.
Well, you know what? Leah just showed us yesterday because something wasn't working, to pull up an incognito tab and do all your work in there.
Yeah, then it doesn't save your cache and cookies.
Uh-huh.
So like if you're ever
Yeah.
getting errors,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's on the 3 dots.
yeah, it's the 3 dots in the top right.
Right
But
there.
I'm already in an incognito, but it'd be like
Okay.
right there.
And it says add incognito window or something.
Yeah, new incognito.
And it's,
Trying
so I.
But that's on any browser or just.
Any browser. And like Safari, it's called private. It's just called something different,
Isn't
but
that-
it's the same.
So it doesn't save cookies or.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really?
So yeah, like if you ever like do an update and you're like, why isn't it like taking place? But it's saving the old version in your cache. So if you use that, it will let you know that.
I don't know, I don't really understand all of technology. It's so moves too fast for me to really
It's
stay
always
with it,
changing.
to stay with it. And that's another thing. I just can't keep up.
So then
Can't
if
even
you're
go through
doing,
emails.
if you're doing ChatGPT, use the incognito. Are you able to?
Yes, I think you're able to. Now, I think it would still take your info, like your data. Like it's more, it's not like,
Right,
on-
of
like
course.
looking on your computer, it's just whatever you're putting in there, it's
Of
using,
course, it's using,
like
right.
going forward.
Right,
So
right.
that's the only
Right,
like,
right, right,
why it's free is because
Right.
you're helping it get that.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
for
That was
coming.
great.
I love having you.
I
in
have a
here.
lot of questions, but I'm gonna like, go back and see what.
Thank you so much for coming, guys. Yeah, I had the best time. What are you doing?
So the site, what's up with the site thing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. For those of you online, thank you for coming and have a great. Forgot I was online. Yes, so the websites are upgrading August 15th.
Okay,
You haven't upgraded yet?
no, because now whenever I go to my URL, it goes to the main KW site.
Yeah, it's like undefined now.
Yes.
It's like in the back end, it says that,
Yes.
and yeah. So with the new sites, now, see, I don't even have like an old site view to show you. So your landing pages, do you have landing
Yes,
pages?
I do.
So
But
those.
there isn't like, I don't really, there's only like one I still use.
Okay.
All the other ones, but I'm about to create other ones for listings that have coming up, like what?
So on the new site, you can create it still.
Okay,
So you can create landing pages. Now, on the new site, they more so kind of have created it where like when you search for your listing, like let's say this is your listing.
oh, this is the new site?
Yeah, this is the new site.
Okay, cool.
So like they're kind of moving agents to kind of use like the website's land like as a landing page
Got
almost.
it.
Cause they're now like putting a lot more information here and it would drive traffic back to your website so they could search further
Okay,
versus just like a single
Yeah.
standalone page. Now that is still available. You can create standalone pages in here still. But I might have to check on, this is the back end on the new site. Like you could still create a property landing page here. I just have never actually done it.
but they're gonna be on the main site anyway, right?
Yeah, like I would recommend honestly, like I would use this.
Just that,
Yeah.
okay.
And have you seen like how you can create an open house sign in with this?
No,
Ooh, it's really cool. So if you have this page open, all you have to do is go to the URL, do /open house. And it reconfigures that link to like have it at the open house.
oh, interesting.
Second.
Sometimes.
But then now it's reconfigured so that when they put that in, instead of sign in, they go right into
You
command.
could do a QR code off of that.
Yep, and you can even set up like lead management where like they receive like an email as soon as they come in from this lead source.
Gotcha. Wait, like a smart plan?
Yeah, like so if you do like under settings and you do command settings and contacts and lead management, you can set up rules based off lead source. So like if we want to do open house.
So does maybe, okay, sorry,
Oh, please.
I did a ad recently,
Mhm.
Facebook ad.
Yeah.
And before they would automatically go into my contact database and start a smart plan. This
Yeah.
time they did it.
The glitch. 'Cause
Okay.
I've seen that we just ran one too, and that happened and we were really confused. Cause they
Okay.
were just sitting in the.
Yeah.
and I was like, what the
in
heck?
the ad thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it's supposed to
Okay.
be because it is supposed to be able to set them up on the smart plan right away.
Yeah.
I think they're getting stuck in the back end of that platform, which is really
Okay, so it
annoying.
wasn't something I did. Good.
But an annoying thing like that.
Yeah, right.
This one though, like could be for that sign-in page.
Okay,
What we'd want to look for the lead source specifically is, these are all my tags. We're looking for one that says site in parentheses.
got it.
That's that specific page.
I got it.
And then we could like assign it to the
Smart
open
plan,
house smart
yeah.
plan so that, yeah, as soon as they submit on
awesome.
there, they receive an email or text or whatever. If, yeah, you have 12 hours.
That's so sick.
Yeah, right? I like that.
So command settings, lead management, great.
Yep. And now I will say you do have to upgrade the
So,
site
okay,
to do
so,
that.
okay, can I just do it? Like, what do I need to do to?
So, do you have your computer?
Yeah.
Like I can show you.
Totally.
Let me grab.
If you got time.
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
sure do. What's happening?